we will likely have to try something else. Yeah, I think I might have killed it. I think I knew it was a gambit, like pressing that tab before I drove any miles, but at least I took some footsteps, promise of, like, you know, a bigger video, and who knows, maybe this video won't come out entirely until I do the little addendum so that everybody can actually see that it does the thing. But for right now, let's go ahead. And I think it's going to be a pain about doing that. So I think the best thing to do now, and when it gets in a situation like this where it's kind of locked up, best thing to do is just go and power down. And just shut down. Shut down Steam, and then we'll try to reboot it. If that doesn't get in, then I will add a little piece on here once we can come back and get everything running again. But I'm hopeful that we can get in and reconnect through the Moonlight, and then once we're in the Moonlight, then the Chiaki shouldn't be too terribly difficult to get back to. But I think because I did the whole tab thing, I definitely threw way more processing into the situation than the laptop-based server wants to. My server is just it's an i5 processor with a mobile GPU. So I mean, it's like, and 16 gigs of RAM. So I mean, it's capable, but it's not like the most high-end thing. So that's kind of the idea, is like I want to see what we can get away with, so that people out there, various equipment levels, can kind of feel inspired to just kind of like go at this thing. Let's see, we want to wake that PC. Yeah, wake it for me. Wake it up. Wake it up, wake it up. You can do it. You can do it. There we are. Alright. Let's see if we get back into Chiaki. If we get back into Chiaki, we're just going to go for a drive, because I should still be sitting on the motorcycle if it's done what I think it's done. But this is kind of good too, to see like that even if it breaks, if we can get back into it, you know, you're actually kind of see a real time how would you deal with your cellular PS5 not doing the thing. Oh, we are getting check your firewall. So I do need to optimize this by doing some port forwarding stuff, which I'm hoping to do once I get the IPv6 issue sorted out on my gateway router. I've been in contact, as we know, with Valve, and I've got another video that'll be coming out shortly with their latest diagnostic. I spoke to my ISP yesterday about possibilities, and they of course wanted to say that, oh, we think it's your hardware, and I told them, well, that's kind of silly, because the same hardware worked with Windows on it. It's just a matter of like Linux being part of the handshake, and I see in my gateway what I think is now the culprit, which is there's an IPv6 DNS server that has not been assigned. So if that's part of the handshake that needs to happen, that would explain everything as to why it ain't happening, you know. Let's see, let's go ahead and kill the Chiaki and then try to get back into it, see if that helps. And like I say, if it doesn't do that, we'll go in through Microsoft. Alright, cool. And see if I can get in through the back door that way. There are various ways for me to try to get in once I can get into Moonlight. Because Moonlight is getting into the laptop. Once we're into the laptop, then everything's fine. But just making sure we get back into that, which shouldn't really technically be that hard. The main thing right now is just getting everything to meet back in the middle. But we've done a lot of network breaking and testing of everything. But here we are, back at the desktop. We are PS Nebraska. Go ahead and click on that. There we go. Looky. All right. Cool. All right. we're alive. We're good. Let's not do any dawdling. Let's just find my direction towards the window, the doorway. There we are. There we are. Towards the light. Alright, so what we can say about this so far, it does work. However, let's see, I think, let me see if I can adjust my brightness. There we go. Good God. Sorry guys. You probably haven't even seen any of this. At least I hope you were shooting well enough that you could. But
they saw everything but the PS5 stuff.
Okay, cool. Well, as we can see, running Windows, running Windows, but we're also running PS5. This is, unfortunately, I think we might be beyond the point of where it's actually fully functional, but you can see that it does get in, it does a thing. If you're on a 5G network, I imagine this wouldn't be so much of an issue, but like I say, we are 50 miles out in the middle of desolation in the Midwest. You know, it's just completely, and as you all know, I have a Twitch handle, and my name here on PSN is Neobraska, so you work it out, where we're at in the Midwest exactly. But it's probably pretty easy to tell. Yeah, this is certainly far from ideal. There we go, and we see it just killed. So I think right there is a good enough point to stop, though we can actually see that it does work. It's far from optimal, but you can get it in there. I would imagine if you're using smaller scale games, trying to go after using Death Stranding, which is pushing a PS5's fidelity even, that's definitely like, I was very ballsy there. But I just want to give you all like inspiration that there's something that we can do more with this than just, just putting games on and taking them with us and this and that. I literally, through this, if nothing else, I could show you like another thing that I at least did before we got into all this stuff. I was, let's cut that Chiaki. I was in Windows, and I actually moved a file through my Google server using this to like do everything and put it on my Plex server because I was going to play some music for you all, but that was the whole reason that the tab kind of janked out. But yeah, I will we'll get to the point of doing that one soon enough when we can. But I think, yeah, you know what I think is going to happen? I think I'm going to have to do this again. I think we're going to have to go over here to home, go in here, and then let's go ahead and kill that. And then there we go. All right. So yeah, like we're definitely at the point where it is broken, I would say. We've done as much with it as you can, I think, with the most extremes as possible. So I think the next thing is we'll do a video where we're like, like tied into someone else's internet through like, an actual backboned connection on both ends, and hopefully that'll kind of help make this thing work a little bit better, because we're stress testing this to no end. We've got low bandwidth cellular broadcast, long-term broadcast.
If you guys want to see how many bars we have, here's on my phone. Yeah. This is the service we have.
Yeah, so like this is quite literally
it's
like
4G,
trying to
2 bars.
Right, and the battery, as you can see, I'm at down to 9%. We just kind of like I got this working last night, and I just really wanted to get this out here and try to do a thing with it today. So I hope you all enjoy this so far. This is, not the end. This is quite clearly the beginning, and this is the beginning of the beginning. Alright, so we got 10 miles away from the crazy place that we were at, out in the middle of BFE, and now Like, we are still very much in a small town nowhere. You know, like, this is a random gas station. Go ahead and pan around while I get my thing up the hill. And, like, I'll get back on the road. And then, where are we going? There we go. There we go. That's where we're going. We're going towards the road. Going towards the road.
This is a co-op in the middle of nowhere that's only open until 5 o'clock in the evening and closed every Sunday.
Right. Alright. So as you can see, Nebraska. Up. What do we do? What happened here? Oh yeah, we're so low on battery, guys, that like you can actually see though, like even at 6% without battery, you can still hear it. We will do this video again when Awesome Deck is not ready to take a nap. You did well today, buddy. You should be proud. Everyone, this is so awesome.